hopefully I'm not gonna be getting into no legal issues and shit like that. I've been trying to stay out of all that trouble, you know, like keep my
The entire Jay situation is one of the craziest things to happen in the underground in a while. If you don't know who Jaydes is, he's a rapper from Broward County, Florida. I actually have an old video talking about his come up in detail, so if you want to go watch that video, you can. Now, if you don't want to watch that full video, I'll give you a quick summary. Jaydes is this 8-year-old rapper. Jay started getting buzz around the underground around 2021, 2022-ish with songs like High School, Slugs, and Convenience. Also the Entry Lock series. But what would really do it for Jaydes was in 2023 with his album Ghetto Cupid. Ghetto Cupid was Jaydes at his peak. He would show off his versatility. The entire album would have rock songs, pop songs, lovey-dovey, whatever these fucking songs are, and most definitely rap songs. The album would immediately blow up, having multiple hits, whether that was through TikTok or something else. If you go through this album, you're probably going to find a song or sound that you've heard on TikTok. But the biggest song of this album was Rose. And as I'm making this video, it has around 19 million streams. Now, after this album, everybody was putting their money on Jaydes to blow up out of the underground. You don't understand. This kid was getting so much hype. They were comparing this kid to XXX I'm not gonna lie, they was wilding. They was wilding. I ain't gonna lie. And he was just so talented and versatile. Like there was no way this kid wasn't gonna blow up. But out of nowhere, Jaydes would do a whole 180 and stop making rap music and only do rock and punk music based off his new persona Yen. After all this, he would go missing for like 8 months. Like he went full ghost for like 7-8 months. I mean, he would drop a little bit of music, but like no one knew where the hell Jaydes was. Everyone thought he was being mysterious. Like, bro, you're not Cardi. Turns out bro was in jail the entire time. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, his managing team was clearly trying to hide that he went to jail. And it's also kind of sad because it shows that he was already dealing with problems and personal stuff already, even back then. So he would drop a few rock tapes with his new persona Yen, and they were kind of, mid, depending on your taste in music, they were just like, And then he would drop a rock album, which was, yeah, that thing was trash. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was trash. But yeah, everyone was just confused. There were fans saying he's ruining his career and he's not making the right career choices. And then you had his diehard fans that were like, you just don't understand. It's an acquired taste, man. He does what he wants. He's an artist. He makes what type of music he wants. Now, that does not matter anymore because as I'm making this video, Jaydes is currently in jail, facing up to life in prison or even the death penalty for first-degree murder. Now how all this ended up unfolding was basically last week, a random Instagram account called Exposing Jaydes came out of nowhere and basically said this. On November 3rd, Jaydes linked up with his ex-girlfriend at his apartment. They hung out for no more than an hour when Jaydes started to kiss her. She was on her period and not in the mood, so she pushed him away and said no. And that's when Jaydes grabbed a pair of box cutters and scissors and started at her. She ran into his bathroom, locked the door, and called 911. Jaydes ran out before the cops came and has been on the run ever since. Now, when this dropped and all the underground rap pages were spreading this, it was half and half. Some people were just in literal shock, like, oh my god, out of everyone, Jaydes? What? This is crazy. And some people weren't that in shock because Jaydes has been in some controversy before. Basically last year, or around last year, bro was basically caught red-handed trying to meet up with a 14-year-old and people were calling him a weirdo. Now, people wasn't necessarily calling him a pedophile because he was technically 17 at the time, but bro, clearly bro was on some weirdo stuff. That's basically a senior trying to meet up with a freshman. Like, bro, what is you doing, bro? Like, we want some weirdo? You want that weirdo shit? Now, you know how it goes when someone gets allegations. His fans went to immediately try to defend him. I couldn't find the post. I think it was deleted, but this dude literally made an entire thread trying to say she was lying. Now, the girl would end up just immediately showing proof that she wasn't lying. She would show the hospital papers, her getting out the hospital, and even showing that dude literally has a warrant for his arrest in Florida. So, yeah, she wasn't lying at all. But, yeah, even after that, it would just end up getting way worse. Basically, everybody close to him would end up basically disowning him, technically. His own cousin would even come out saying he doesn't mess with him anymore. His cousin would also bring up how weird he was when he was a kid. He would always talk about wanting to eliminate animals, and he would also talk about how much he loved blood and how cool blood was. Basically, bro was trying to tell us, yo, this dude Jay's been a weirdo even since he was a kid. His own best friend would end up disowning him too. Is this guy named 67 something? I don't even know his name, but he's basically Jay's closest friend, and he would end up saying this: "Hey bro, don't tell anybody what I'm about to say." Well, that's too late now, brother, because I haven't known whether or not it's tried. I guess he meant true there. I don't know. This dude don't know how to type. But one time he called me while off hella drugs, maybe last month, and he was like dead ass tweaking out, seeing and hearing shit. Then he told me he R-worded and eliminated a girl. Shit made me sick to my stomach. I just assumed he was saying bullshit while not in the right state of mind. I might have to try to contact dude's family, but I don't know. Hearing about him effing with a 14-year-old allegedly. Also, by the way, everything I'm saying in this video is alleged, guys. Come on, guys. It's allegedly. He allegedly did that, guys. Come on. But that last message is low-key crazy. So you knew your homie had allegations of him meeting up with 14-year-olds and you never like pressed him about it or anything? Like that's supposed to be your best friend, buddy. Like even Yuke would come out with a statement. Now, if you don't know who Yuke is, he's basically Jaydes' main producer and good friend. They have a lot of good songs together, a lot of bangers. You should listen to Yuke. He's pretty hard. Basically, Yuke would end up saying, all I can do is work on myself and make sure I don't end up being another example. I refrain from speaking down on that nigga, but please learn from the mistakes you've seen. Please don't associate myself with him moving forward. I am my own person. You all will see that soon. Cheetah World on the way. I guess that's his next tape. Very soon. Just let me use this time to work on the tape and my mental being. Thank you. Love you. Yuke would also tweet this on the day Jaydes got arrested. The tweet says, hate what you became. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Even a little bit. And also there's my mutual talking shit about him. But yeah, basically all of bro's close friends and family members just completely disowned him. The exposing Jaydes account would end up getting deleted. Basically his managing team was trying to hide stuff, but it was clearly too late. Now while Jaydes was on a run for a few days, bro was literally caught playing Roblox while on the run, which was crazy. Also there's tons of videos of him basically just roaming around Broward County, Florida, just clearly just not in the right state of mind. He was caught in a Denny's. Yeah, he was found in a Denny's. The police report states, police arrived at the scene around 1:30 a.m. after receiving reports of someone at the restaurant having a mental episode and grabbing a knife. When cops got there, one officer saw Dumont, which is Jaydes' name by the way, standing next to a table with a knife where he wouldn't speak or move according to the arrest report. Now, the body cam footage hasn't came out yet, but basically from police reports, they saw him going crazy at a Denny's. It took 3 officers to arrest him, and yeah, they beat him up. Not gonna lie, they beat him up, and that's where the infamous mugshot came from. Dude is clearly just not, yeah, they effed him up, I'm not gonna lie. There's been so many things Jaydes has been accused of this last week. Now, I'm not going to talk about all of them because some of them are just like way too disturbing. I don't even think YouTube would just allow it. The main situation is already disturbing enough, but here's a list of things he's allegedly done. And this is information coming from close friends and family, so it's just like, it's bad. Like, it's bad. They're comparing this guy to King Von. Like, they're calling him the gay King Von. Even fans are telling their experience. I saw this Reddit post that was very interesting. The guy basically said, I'm not surprised at all, but if you met him in person, he's on drugs heavy, and not on the small shit you get everyone on. He was on some chemistry infused shit. The back end shit that you get at test labs, bruh. Great kid by heart, but he needs help. And you know when an artist does something really bad, people go back to their songs and lyrics. Jaydes has a lot of songs about just like doing bad stuff to women. You know, he obviously the main lyric that y'all probably seen, the one where he says, I'm so horny I could eliminate you. He also just has like a bunch of songs talking about taking advantage of women. He literally has a song called Wanna Take Advantage of You. One of my favorite Jaydes songs is called Peach Orange Crush. The entire song is about him taking advantage of a girl for pussy, like just lying to a girl and manipulating her to get some pussy. Like, dude is not a good person. People are making theories, like his second to last music video, the entire song is based on him wanting to eliminate his girlfriend. And this is where people are making theories that all his songs in his last album was talking about like how much he wanted to eliminate his ex-girlfriend, and people are saying, was this premeditated? Was he gonna do this anyways? You know, they're just like Jaydes fans. They're just making up all these theories. What makes this situation more disturbing is how young he is. Like, the guy is only 18 and he had his whole career ahead of him. This isn't some like 25-year-old struggling underground rapper. Like, this is an 18-year-old kid who had over 1 million monthly listeners. That's more than Nedspin, Osama San, Che. Like, he was really doing his big one. But yep, bro, drugs and clear mental illness has just gotten the best of him. Now, what's turned this entire situation upside down is he got arrested. Everyone thought he was going to go to jail for attempted murder. Then out of nowhere, they ended up upgrading it to attempted murder to first-degree murder. And this just surprised everyone. No one knows what's going on at this point. Some people were tracing back to what his best friend said, saying how he said he R-worded and eliminated a girl. People were thinking it was a whole different case and he actually did it. Then there's people saying the ex-girlfriend ended up dying from her wounds, but that doesn't make sense because she showed proof that she's out the hospital. Then there are people saying in certain states, certain cases can get upgraded. So attempted murder could get upgraded to first degree murder even though someone didn't technically get eliminated. So I don't really know. No one knows. But yeah, this situation is crazy. I've not seen the underground this talkative in a long time. Literally all year. All the big YouTubers are talking about it. All the news pages are talking about it. All the meme pages are talking about it. Even all the rappers are talking about it. Xavier So Bass, we all know the little meme Xavier So Bass just did. He talked about it. Richard Murray would even say something. He would say, life takes the purest souls and turns them into something unrecognizable. Also, DevStacks will tweet about this. If you don't know who DevStacks is, legendary producer. I couldn't find the tweet. I believe he deleted it, but basically the tweet went like, y'all joking around right now, but it's kind of sad seeing how bro turned out. I don't know what the tweet was basically, but basically he was like, yo, Jaydes used to not be like this. It's very sad seeing him become this. Even Can talked about it. Can says send him to Diddy. Also, Jaydes would out of nowhere make a diss track about Jaydes too, so yeah. But yeah, the entire Jaydes situation is just sad. My last video on this channel was actually about how Jaydes was gonna blow up and be a mainstream rapper / artist. And now my video back is how dude ruined his entire career. So it's crazy how so much can change in the span of 7 months. So yeah, kids, don't do drugs. Make sure to look out for your friend's mental health. And most of all, make sure to subscribe to Virgo Adi. Follow the Twitter and also follow my new channel, Virgo So Adi, which I will be doing a lot of more content other than underground rap. So yeah, make sure to subscribe. You know what I mean? I'm back on the YouTube grind. I love y'all boys. Bye.